What is up, everyone? Jonas Rex back with another video for the 1912 Titanic swim team. If you don't know me, I am the captain of the 1912 Titanic swim team, and I am also the second newest member of Drop Pass TCG. That is true. Drop Pass TCG has included yet another member. Shout out Rach, aka Rachel, aka I don't know any more nicknames, but shout out, welcome to the team. It's a pleasure to have you. She already has more accomplishments than me. She competed at a cup. I believe she got top 4, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know the exact placement there, but shout out to the team because out of the rest of the squad that also attended that, they made up like 5 of the top 6 placements or something crazy like that. So Drop Pass TCG, keep an eye out for us. We're out here doing things. But I am going to show you some other wacky decks that we got going on online. Immediately, one thing to note is not pictured is the new Wondrous Patch. For some reason, Limitless would not load that into my image, but just there's 4 Wondrous Patch in this deck list. Okay, just keep that in mind. We have 3 Ralts and 2 Kirlia. The reason that I'm playing the call sign Kirlia is because we are really just banking on getting our Gardevoir into play and getting as much energy as possible. Once we reach a certain number of energy in play, we just one-hit KO everything, right? Nothing is safe for our opponent. So if we can do that quick enough, we can go ahead and just like in the VGC, use your setup and then you sweep. We got our setup sweeper, and that's who Mega Gardevoir is. So what you'll see oftentimes is I'm going to go ahead and try and find Arven on turn 1. And by try and find it, I really mean that I'm just going to hope that we draw into it, because I don't play any Poke Gear. If you can find place for Poke Gear, go ahead and squeeze that in there, please do. But I don't have any space for it in my mind, the way that I like to play. So we just hope that we draw into Arven. When we draw into Arven, we're going to get our Precious Trolley. Our Precious Trolley is going to come with the TM Evo. We're going to set up our entire bench, and we're going to go into at least 1 Xatu and 1 Kirlia if we do that. Then on the following turn, if for whatever reason PTCGL hates us, we're going to go ahead and use call sign, and we're going to get the other Xatus plus the Mega Gardevoir that we need. The Clefairy is in here for if we have to go first. You drop the Clefairy, you attach on your next turn. When you're ready to attack, you just attach again, and now you're doing big damage, especially if you found the Precious Trolley. You could take KOs on any of our opponents' evolving basics, their evolving stage 2s, right? Stage 1s, things that they need to evolve into, or if they are playing like a Mew and it's in the active, or if they have filled up their bench, we can also hit their Pheasantipity. Very variable damage, but if we can get attacking early, that can also set our opponent back and give us more time to get our energies into play. But back to the Gardevoir, we're going to go ahead and go into this off of the TM Evo play. Then on the very next turn, we're going to go into Mega Gardevoir, and if we don't have enough energy in play to reasonably start one-hitting things, meaning we haven't established our Xatus and started just putting a bunch of energy onto the board, we can go into our Overflowing Wishes ability, and because we have 5 Pokemon on the bench, that's 5 energies that get accelerated into play. That's 250 damage on its own, and if we've been attaching per turn, starting as of our turn 3, we're just swinging 350 plus every single turn. Oftentimes you see this get to 450, 500, and if we're hitting for weakness because we're against Dragapult, we can hit like 900, 1000. It's hilarious. So that's what the Clefairy's in here for, is 1, to attack if we are going first, but also to give weakness to any dragon type threats, which is really just Dragapult, and that makes it a little easier for us to take KOs, right? We can start to take a KO on Dragapult as soon as we hit that what would be 160. So in denominations of 50, that's 4 energy in play. We can go ahead and one-hit KO Dragapult as long as Clefairy is on the board. We're playing the 4 of Lillie's Determination because we do want to see a lot of cards, especially if I want to see more of our energy so we can continue drawing. We're playing 4 Arven because I want to maximize the likelihood that I'm going to see it on the first turn, so that way I can go ahead and use Arven to get Precious Trolley plus our TM Evo. 2 Boss's Orders because I feel like that's enough. Our opponent's going to give us 1-2 prize KO, and if they start hiding towards the end of the game or even early game, if we want to stop something, having 2 Boss's Orders seems to be enough for now. We're playing the 1 of Wally's Compassion because this is 360 HP. If they swing into this and they do not KO it, which happens quite a bit, you can go ahead and offset the prize trade even more, because we are indeed one-hit KOing things by using Wally's, putting the 1 energy required for this attack back into your hand, and then just reattaching it for turn and then continuing to swing like nothing happened. We have the 4 Buddy-Buddy Poffin. Again, we have a wide array of Pokemon we want to hit, and if we are not seeing Arven on turn 1 to get our Precious Trolley, Buddy-Buddy Poffin is solid enough to get our Ralts and our Natu into play. We have the Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball can get us the Clefairy. We're not playing the Nest Ball because we just don't really have the space for it. I feel like it's more important that we use the Precious Trolley plus Buddy-Buddy Poffin and then our Ultra Balls to try and accompany with our Rare Candy to get our Mega Gardevoir into play, or just to find our Xatu for extra draw power, or even if we need to get our Clefairy down, we can go ahead and use the Ultra Ball to do so. And that goes straight into the rest of the deck, because if I use my Ultra Ball to go ahead and do that, it's okay to discard because we have a massive amount of energy in this deck, because we can go ahead and get it back, or get it back with our Wondrous Patch, and we could also discard the energy using our Mystery Garden to continue and draw cards. So we have a lot of ways to continue drawing in the deck. And then we have our Earthen Vessel to help us find that energy, because say we go ahead and use all of our resources to set up like 2 or 3 Xatus plus our Kirlia. The next turn we go into Mega Gardevoir, if we don't have enough energy in play, I can Earthen Vessel, grab myself 2 more energies. That's 4 more draws on total. If we have 2 Xatus in play, right? Attach an energy, draw, attach an energy, draw. Using the Xatu plus manual attach, those 3 energy attachments is an extra 150 damage. Like if you just look at it that way, Earthen Vessel is a must-have, right? Just to make sure that we're getting to our energies. Even though we do play a lot, sometimes you will Lilies and just not see any energy, but playing Earthen Vessel just makes it that much more likely that we will see not only 1, but 2, right? We discard and we get 2 of those energies, and that just makes the attacks that much better. We're playing the 1 Precious Trolley, as stated before, to utilize with the Arven for combo. And then we have our Air Balloons. We play 2 Air Balloons. Air Balloons make it free retreat. With a lot of retreat lock going around in the format, I highly recommend you switch these to switches. I just forgot to do it for the gameplay, so I'm not going to show you a deck list that is not the deck that we played with, but I would totally switch these to switches, because Yveltal and any other type of retreat lock is becoming a valid win condition. So you need to have ways around that, and Air Balloon does not get you around that because your retreat locked. So even though your retreat is 0, you are locked from retreating. Having the 2 switches in there, I think, is enough to get around the turns that they try and retreat lock you. If you need more than that, you know, go ahead and start trimming things around. You can maybe cut the Ultra Balls down a little bit. We don't need that many. You can play maybe 2 or 3 instead. Maybe you can cut the Earthen Vessel down to 1 to try and create space for some things that you might need. I highly recommend leaving the Arven at 4 just because you want to see it on your first turn going second. You need that in your hand. Lilies, maybe you can cut it down to 2 or 3 if you were trying to create space for something else. And I wouldn't recommend going much lower than 13. Maybe you can cut it to 10 or 11 if you really want to cut it close. But just the fact that we need a lot of energy in play, like 7 energy in play is 350 damage. If I'm playing 10 energies, I could easily have 3 of those prized. Maybe I discarded 1 for Mystery Garden. I didn't get it back off my Wondrous Patch that is for some reason not pictured. And that starts to feel a little dicey. At 13, I feel real comfortable being able to get 7, 8, 9 energy into play, and remembering that this is part of our draw support. So as long as I do have energy in my hand, I can use Xatu to go ahead and continue to cycle through my deck. Without further ado, though, let's go ahead and see the couple matches that I have for you with this deck. And if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, anything you want to let me know, go ahead and leave that down in the comments section below. Thank you, and enjoy. All right, playing going first. This isn't looking very good for us at the moment. I'm going to go ahead and attach. An idea is that I'm going to retreat with that and use a Wondrous Patch after to put that onto something else on the following turn after all of this goes wrong, right? So we do have the Lily's Determination, which means this useless hand could become a good hand on the next turn, but we'll see what our opponent, who is playing Dragapult, is going to be doing to us. Pike, Mon Man, 1590. Please be gentle. Okay, here comes the Buddy-Buddy Poffin. I'm assuming here comes 2 more Dreepies. It could be a Dreepy and a Charizard because Charizard's really good right now. Or maybe it's just a Dreepy and a Duskull. That was going to be the last thing I was going to say, but there he is, taking it right off the tip of my tongue. This Petty Grudge might take a little bit more, need a little bit more than the tip to do any damage to me. And there goes the Earthen Vessel. Doing 10 damage to this Natu really doesn't change too much for me, but it could come down to ending the game later when he has to do 90 damage instead of 100. Okay, he's putting it on the bench, so that means that he needs to preserve those energies. He did Earthen Vessel, getting both that he needs. I do not play Iono, so there's absolutely nothing I can actually do about that, so I'm just gonna Lilies here. Oh, I should have evolved, okay, you know. L-take, but, wow! Okay. I feel like we just drew dang near the same hand. This is horrible. Yikes. I lose a boss here. That's tough. You know, sometimes you take L's and you just gotta live with it, man. All right, let's see if we draw off this. Bro, what are we playing? Well, let's hope he doesn't kill us. Should I have retreated that? No, because they're going into their freaking Dracloak plays for sure. They want to draw extra cards. There's their Dusclops. Look at that hit. That can hit my Natu. Okay, so I would have pushed this guy up anyway. A recon directive! More Buddy-Buddy Buddy-Buddy Poffin. Some way, somehow, we're still in this thing. We haven't fallen too far behind yet, and I am okay with that. Let's go ahead and get an energy attached to this Ralts, because if we can go ahead and get into a TM Evo Guardy scenario, I would love that. I would love that a lot. Let's go ahead and shuffle this hand back. Just believe. We believe, guys. There's a rare candy, and there's none of the other parts we need. All right. Guys, how many do I have in the discard pile? One? Okay, we can put a second energy in the discard pile. That's fine. It's like, where does this one go? I believe we're gonna call sign here, but like even like bad things can happen to us regardless. So whatever. We're gonna call sign. I'm gonna get myself. I can get 3. I can get Xatu Mega Gardevoir would be the ideal. Xatu Mega Gardevoir Clefairy looks like it's gonna be. I guess double Mega Gardevoir if it lives. I really don't think it's living. What are the odds he has a Dragapult in his hand? And then if he gets it off the thing, and then he could also attack plus the Dusclops. It's not living. Like, I'd rather just get the Clefairy. Because we do need to put the Clefairy down just to make him weak to Psychic anyway. But the upside is our Xatus are here finally, so we're gonna have 4 cards of draw plus our Arven. We already have the rare candy, so like things are looking up, SpongeBob. And they haven't even taken a prize yet, so there's hope for that as well. Ooh, Dusknoir. That is not what we were hoping to see, actually. So that is going to fuck up our Kirlia, I'd assume. I'd assume that's what it's going to go after. He doesn't know about the rare candy that we have in the back, so that's useful. We could actually use this to get a Wondrous Patch to replace the energy that we're going to lose at the Kirlia. Plus, we're going to get 2 more energy into play. We're going to be at like 6 energy next turn. That's 300. Already easily KOing a bunch of stuff on the board. Love that. And Arven, we needed to see you earlier so we could get some TM Evo shenanigans, but now we're like in the mix of it, dude. Like you grabbing us a tool is not helping us anymore. Like I could use it to discard, I guess, but we're 25 cards into the deck. Okay, Curse Blast, I'm assuming is gonna hit this Kirlia. What's my prize? What's my prize? What's my prize? What's my prize? Oh. Oh. Dang, what does this thing do? 70 damage? I high-key want to bump that in the active just to give something the best shot of living right. If I can get 3 Xatus going, we kind of have a lot of opportunity. Okay, if that Dracloak doesn't do anything, I'm going to boss down that Dracloak if nothing happens. And then we're going to be back in the advantageous position. We'll be cooking again. They'll be behind on attachments. I am liking the spot that we found ourselves in. If they ever decide to do anything about it, though, that's the thing. Like, what are we waiting for here? Okay, so they go rescue board. I'm assuming they're going to come up and do the 70 damage. No, they're not doing anything. Okay, so we're still going to boss around it. I'm going to go you plus you, dropping you, rare candying into you, and then we can get some energies in play. I want to get my Clefairy ready to attack because that is going to be very useful, and I can do that with a Wondrous Patch. Let's go. Let me draw some more cards. There's that TM Evo that we don't need anymore. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to use Boss. I actually don't want to use Arven, so I'm going to manually attach here to get this out of the active. Yep, we're using Boss. I'm coming after this Dracloak. So that would have been 250 damage without weakness, but Clefairy makes that 500. Setting them back. They haven't had Rare Candy Dragapult thus far. Doesn't mean they won't draw into it off of this top deck. Plus, they have the Pheasantipity draw. So they do have an excellent opportunity to get back into this, but this Droopy already has Rescue Board, so it would have to go into this one. They could also Rare Candy into Zard. Zard can one-hit KR Gardevoir. So that could get very, very spicy because I don't even have a Ralts down to back it up. So that could also be a problem. But we'll figure this out as we will. So Earthen Vessel plus this, that's even more draws. I'm going to go ahead and use these Xatus, fill it up. If they don't make the read that Rare Candy Zard is the best way to go about it either, like we can also do pretty well off of that. So this Arven will tell us a lot. Like, is there an Ultra Ball in their hand? Okay, so no. Are they just using the TM Evo to discard? If they're not using the TM Evo to discard, then we're in a good spot. So it sounds like they would have to TM Evo in the back. I'm going after that Fez. And they're still, okay, no. They also discarded a Rare Candy. So it tells me they have multiple in their hand. They just haven't found the Pokemon they need. So this Dragapult's going to come down. And unless they have Sparkling Crystal, though, cannot do anything to us on this turn. So I'd imagine they put it in the back. Oh, no, they're putting it up. Just kidding. It just goes to the board. I was tripping. They're putting it in the back because they don't have the attachments for it that they need, I don't believe. And there's no way they can get a Sparkling Crystal on that. So unless they Rare Candy into a Zard, oh, fantastic. Do we top deck another boss? We don't. That's okay, though. We're going to go ahead and get rid of this. Get even more energy in play. I want this guy to be able to attack, so let's get 3 there. Bang. We can Poffin, because why not? Oh, there's no Ralts. If this thing goes down, we are going to be in a dogfight as we try and figure out how to navigate the rest of this board state. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. What does this get me that nothing else can get me? Not really anything, right? And give me a Wondrous Patch, but I kind of would rather just refresh my hand. I kind of want to keep the Wallies, though, actually. So maybe Arven is the way. We can go ahead and go get Wondrous Patch and just attach another energy because we have some in the discard. And we still have yet to see our Stadium in this matchup, which is fine. This Dragapult's going to come up. He's not going to KO anything. He will try. 400 damage base, 800 total right now. We do ramp as the game goes on. We are like a Charizard deck in that fashion, but we do also take KOs early, so that is to our benefit. Okay, there's our Ralts. There's our Ralts. So even they're gonna come hit this. We're gonna Wallies. Hopefully we're gonna Wallies because I think we use both of our Earthen Vessels. 1 Earthen Vessel, 2 Earthen Vessel. Yeah, so we do. If we do Wallies, it does have to be off a top decked energy, which I'm not sure that we have. Honestly, we could check out the Precious Trolley that we also don't need anymore. Okay, this is a question for them. Do they realize they can one-hit KO us with a Charizard? Hopefully they don't. Hopefully they don't see it, because if they do, it's going to be very difficult to KO them back. Very easy to KO this Dragapult. Very difficult to KO this Charizard. Wow, 1 energy in the deck. Crispin. Things are getting a little crispy. There was just a Psychic left. Wow, unfortunate prizing there. You should have put this here. What are you gonna do? I think they just disconnect, right? Wow, unfortunate. Unfortunate. All right, we're getting jiggy over here with our next matchup. We're up against Miraidon. I'm not excited with our hand having 3 Wondrous Patch in it, but you know, it's the Pokemon TCG Live Shuffler. It does what it pleases. I do have Arven, I do have an energy, meaning I can get Precious Trolley plus TM Evo, and we're going to be off to a great start. So I'm not all that worried at this exact moment. And of course they're going to kill this because Peak Acceleration is going to murder this Natu. So it's not making it to the next turn. I may as well just write it off now. It's literally just a TM Evo Vessel. But if I can get down a Ralts and a Natu, I can, well, I'm going to use Precious Trolley, so I'm going to fill this whole bench up. And when I do that, I'm going to evolve one of the Ralts into a Kirlia and one of the Natus into a Xatu, so that I can then, 1, draw more cards. Oh, wow, that even frees up items for my Arven. Okay, so we want double Kirlia. Ooh, we only have 1 other Natu, so yeah, we're going to just fill up like this. If only Refinement Kirlia were still a thing, that'd be fantastic for us here. Here's where we're going to Arven. Arven's going to go ahead and grab me Earthen Vessel, actually. That would be very useful for our draws coming up. We're going to go ahead, TM Evo, get this down. Let's go check the deck. I was going to save that for the next turn, but let's just go look. Okay, there is a Xatu and there is a Kirlia for me to use. Perfect. I did need to check that, and we forgot to do so. Make sure you always check your stuff, team Evo. I'm gonna get 1 of you and 1 of you, and we're gonna call that a day. Bang. Bang. All right, and we're hanging in there. I like where we're at right now. The perfect turn would be like I get just more Wondrous Patch. Well, I have Wondrous Patch. We're going to put energy back into play immediately after this, but I'm going to use the Xatu ability to go ahead and accelerate some energy. And then it's going to draw me into like Lillie's, and Lillie's is going to get me Rare Candy, Mega Gardevoir, plus another Mega Gardevoir, and we're going to go absolutely crazy. And then I'm going to also get the Field Spell, and when I get the Field Spell, it's going to discard some stuff, and then I'm going to Wondrous Patch all this energy back in, and we're just going to start one-hit KOing things. Yeah, that's probably not what's going to happen, right? So ideally, I just want to find my Mega Gardevoir. And because Iron Hands isn't going to KO it in one hit, I just want to go ahead from that point, use the Overflowing Wishes, get a bunch of energy into play. Once that energy's in play, I'm just going to one-hit KO everything one after the other, right? So if they're only attacking with Iron Hands and doesn't look like they have it completely set up yet, this Miraidon is going to take this, but their first actual hit with the Iron Hands will be after I've used the Overflowing Wishes, so I could tank one of those hits and then just start one-hit KOing their attackers, hopefully before they even have a chance to really set up. Like this thing is only halfway set up, so I'm okay with that. All right, hold your horses. Oh, wow. Okay, so that was almost as perfect as I could have asked for. Wow, things are going way better than I could have ever intended. And that means this is also getting attached for sure. I don't have another Natu right now, so I'm gonna just drop what we got and look into the deck for other pieces. Nope, there's nothing that we need off of that, so Ultra Ball is really not gonna help me here. Let's just draw 8. Mystery Garden. Wow, we asked for this. We did. We really did. I'm gonna go ahead and Mystery Garden, just get it down. If they want to bump it, we have the extra. There's no need to Air Balloon. I'm just gonna Overflowing. It's only because it's a dragon type though. What am I doing? 150? No, I want to set up just like in the TCG, right? You set up and now you can just one hit. You just sweep the team after that. You set up and sweep, set up and sweep. They have no dark types, so they are not, even this Pokemon's damage, put 8 damage counters, Power Stomp. Yeah, they're not getting after us. I'm fairly confident they are not going to get after us, so I'm just going to start KOing. What is this going to do? It's going to do 40 plus 20 plus 20, I believe. 80. That still doesn't put me in range of this, so we have time to find our Wallies, which is definitely going to be a reason that we're going to use Lilies on the next turn, because I'm just going to dig through. I want to find that Wallies, get ready. Because we don't have another Mega Gardevoir in play at the moment. I could use Arven to get a Rare Candy, and we could set up a second one. That would be fine. Giving us 2 prizes, I feel like wasn't the move there, especially when you're only doing 60 damage. Maybe they're going to give us the Wallies here. They did give us the Wallies. I'm just going to hold on it. I don't need to do a ton. I'm just going to kind of attack at my own pace and let the game come to me. You know, just 50 for some reason. I don't know what it is, and I'm okay with it. Okay, I'm okay. Let's go ahead and toss this. 2 more energies are still in the deck. I feel like boss KO on hands is pretty big, but I want to save it for when they're trying. They're going to at some point try and feed me a single prizer, and I kind of want to just save the boss at that point. Taking the KO here doesn't hurt. Mystery Garden's still there. I could Rare Candy into another Gardevoir, but again, I don't need to at this point, and I don't know if I want to get rid of these cards. I don't have a ton of energy. Let's just take the 400 KO. Boom. Yeah, I'll take that back. That's fine. So we're at 130. They're looking at their biggest swinger doing a 160, 180 back. That's going to be 320. That's the perfect time to Wallies right after that, right? I'm okay with that. Wallying right after that. And now these things are better to discard. Right now I can discard Ultra Ball, get rid of Buddy-Buddy Poffin, plus the Xatu that we're just not going to be able to use in this game, and then I get my other Mega Guardian to play. That feels better. Yeah, 180 plus 130 is not enough. I don't know what it is exactly, but it's not enough. And then I'm going to Wally's, attach an energy, KO. Sometimes I feel like there's reason to play 2 Wallies because of that, because you want to do it twice, but I think the prize trade is offset enough at this point when as soon as they miss one big KO. Town store, they can go try and get that extra damage, but they're not going to get it because they already attached, unless they Tool Scrapper as well. Do they have Tool Scrapper to take their own tool off? And even if they do, 160 plus the 20s, 180, and then that would be 200, so you'd be doing 330, you'd be 30 shy. If I even did my math right. Who knows if I got that down correctly. I think this deck really, you just need to play like straight Iron Crowns. 40 damage, go around and get it. Okay. So they're gonna ping. Or is it ping for 20? 150. They're still 30 short, if I'm not mistaken. Switch again. So it needs to be 180 plus 180 is 160. So unless they get this up to 180 somehow, I don't see how they pull this up. Once during the turn, this Pokemon moves from your bench to active spot, you move any amount of fire energy with it. So if that was the Volcarona that could cause burn, but this is Iron Moth, so not even Volcarona. If that was the Iron Moth that can cause burn, that probably would have been really useful. Even this Laser Blade doesn't get it done. They don't have, oh, it does actually with the boost, right? 220. If they had a way to charge up Laser Blade, that would get the job done right here. But it's looking like they just don't have it. Okay, manual attach. Retreat into Iron Hand swing. Put us on the brink. Retreat into this guy's swing. That makes most sense. And I think from this point, we are in enough danger. We're going to go ahead and Wally's. And then we have to take the single prize, unfortunately. But they're still in a position where they don't one-hit KO us anyway. So I think that's enough offset that it's worth it. Oh, sick. And I can Ultra Ball away these Poffins that I'm not using. Get this Mega Guardi. Rare Candy this down here. All right. Then we're going to Wally's Compassion, heal this bad boy up, lose the energy on it. Oh, it goes back to our hand. I also forgot that. We don't even need to maintain energy in play for this. That's truly great. In my head, it always discards, because I believe there's a Whimsicott that discards the energy from you. So Wally's is just fantastic in this deck. I'm going to hold that, I guess. I can go ahead and get this down. Just bump their town store so they can't use it really. And if he's going to need to attack at some point, which he might, who knows, let's just get that ready. And I'm okay with taking this. That's a lot of damage. It's at 450 without weakness. Only the one prize. I need a one prize. We can turn this into a Kirlia, but it's really just so that it is harder to KO. It really doesn't matter either, because I do not play another Mega Guardi, and I don't play any ways to get them out of my discard pile. We just swing big, and the game plan is keep it alive. You don't have to get it back if it doesn't die. In which case, maybe it'd be better to play Kate, but I think that you just having the Precious Trolley to get things down, Arven, Trolley, and TM Evolution, it's just so good. It's just so good. And then our opponent concedes. They realize, like, hey, this is going to be uphill battle. They're going to come up and swing. I'm going to put them on one prize. I have one in the back, so we can go ahead and get our get back again. Like, not a matchup that they really want to be having to fight uphill for. This is going to be the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Not a deck that I usually would find myself playing. I think I rarely ever play Psychic decks. And then if someone goes back in my catalog and finds all the Psychic decks that I played, maybe they can call me out in the comment section below. But I had a lot of fun with this one. This doesn't feel like your average Psychic deck. It feels more like some kind of like aggressive red type of deck. I'm getting a lot of energy into play. I know there's an Alcremie VMAX that used to have this type of ability. You get more energy in play, it does more damage over the course of the game, and because it was a VMAX, it also gave up 3 prizes, so maybe this is like revisiting Alcremie. But I think with the Wondrous Patch that we just got from the Diancie, being able to just be more malleable with our energy makes this deck a lot stronger in the format. I don't know if it's any better than our top threats. I'm not telling you to go out and play this, but if you want to play something different, this might be your go. And it has an all gold version, as you can see here on the screen. So that's also really cool. Until next time, I am your captain of the 1912 Titanic swim team and second newest member of Draw Pass TCG, Jonas Rex, signing out.